There are currently 490 wildfires burning across Canada. More than half are out of control.
The forest industry is a huge resource for the wildfire suppression and mitigation effort that happens every summer. All of our specialized skill sets in terms of resources and equipment, they tend to get called away. The big one is helicopters. So when things get bad, these helicopters are often called to task to keep the community safe.
On the west coast of Vancouver Island, Integrated Operations Heli Logging Project is at a standstill.
All the Sikorsky S-61 helicopters, including the one we're using, are all gone to firefighting. And we don't know when we're going to get the helicopter back. So it's challenging, yeah, for sure.
Without the S-61, Integrated can't lift the high-value cedar logs they've been extracting from the mountainside.
We're going into previously harvested stands or stands that were badly damaged from windstorms and taking trees that are already dead and salvaging them.
But after a 4-day shutdown, SIG has received some good news.
We just found out that we have access to bringing the Sikorsky S-64.
The Sikorsky S-64 air crane is a twin-engine heavy-lift helicopter. With 9,000 horsepower, it's one of the most powerful helicopters in the country.
We're really fortunate to get it. The unfortunate thing is our wood's bucked up for the Sikorsky S-61, so it's a bit of a game changer for sure.
We were cutting to an 8,000 pound max. Now we can go for the big puppies. Probably cutting logs 12 to 16,000 pounds.
To maximize the S-64's payload capacity, SIG and the crew need to find some big wood fast.
Now we're on the hunt. We're looking for those big logs that we can leave long, leave big, leave heavy.
We put a big tag on them, and the helicopter pilots look for that tag, and when they find it, they grab it with the grapple and fly it to the landing.
This is a nice one, eh? We're gonna take this and leave that beautiful old girl standing there.
But even the S-64 has limits. Cedar logs in the Narrows can easily exceed 16,000 pounds.
So that'll fly.
So Integrated's hill crews are bucking logs for flight.
You've got to be ready for the big machine. And when he starts, he doesn't stop, and he eats up probably 200,000 pounds an hour of wood, so it's pretty significant.
When we get an aircraft, we've only got it for a certain amount of time. The timeline's ticking.
Yeah, it's a good idea to pull the yarder with the loader.
So this is the start of our first hill here now.
Across the Georgia Strait, the Peters Contract logging crew makes the steep climb to a new block called Statloop.
The yarder just doesn't go very fast.
The centerpiece of the operation is a 40-year-old machine called a yarder.
Not too many people use them anymore. It's just such an old school setup, I guess you could call it.
Yarders have been used for timber extraction for more than a century. Using a tower and a system of steel cables and chokers, the yarder works like a clothesline, lifting felled trees from the block and pulling them to the landing.
We don't use bunchers, hoe chuckers. We can get wood where they can't go. If it's too bony of ground, they can't get up.
31-year-old Sheldon Peters has been cable yarding since he was a teenager.
My dad got me into logging when I was 16 or something. He's the guy that's brought me to where I am right now.
Sheldon's dad, Gary Peters, started Peters Contract Logging in the 1980s.
Our company wouldn't be where it's at if it wasn't for him and how he taught me how to do things.
How much farther we got?
quarter kilometer, maybe half.
Statlew was the first job for Sheldon and the Peters crew without Gary.
This is the first season running the company since my dad passed. We didn't work after he got sick and passed. We just basically kept things in idle. There wasn't much work around, so I wasn't looking because we were just dealing with him.
But after 2 months of downtime, the crew is back at work, with Sheldon taking over for his father.
So you can see our setting. That's where we're going right there. Dad's not here anymore, but I want to do good, just to show him that there's no worry, right? Here we are. I got a lot of support from my mom, my sister, Christine, and even guys on the crew. They're not just there for me, they're there for my dad in a sense.
But the job is already looking tough.
That's the steep one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The crew has been contracted to yard 100 loads of logs that were felled by another logging company.
It's steep, we're high elevation. There's some steep bottom sides and top sides.
The first section of the block is a topside, meaning they'll be pulling logs downhill toward the yarder.
So if we just park you at just enough room so you're not leaning too far back so we can stand it up.
Yep.
Veteran yarder engineer Ralph came out of retirement to work with Sheldon.
I worked with Gary Peters through the years. I started running yarder when I was 26 years old, so that's 40-some years ago.
Well, he's very good at his job, but he can get a little excited at times. I'd say he's 50-50 with anger management. He doesn't quite need it, but at times it's not a bad idea if he did.
Damn.
Oh, well, stand her up.
The first step is anchoring the yarder on the landing and raising the tower.
I just gotta undo the rope, Ralph.
Brakes off. Trying to go up. That's as far as it wants to move.
Is your button up?
Yeah, the button's up.
The yarder's clutch won't disengage.
How much air you got? Everything on this yarder is ran by air, including the drive clutch, which engages the clutch and disengages it. Let's see here, Ralph.
My air keeps going down, down, down.
Give it some throttle for a quick sec.
It'll just start crawling. That leaks to beat hell, that. So now my air will really go down. Yeah, I don't have enough air to kick my clutch out.
If we lose air pressure, his clutches can start slipping. His brakes aren't applying as well as he wants them to. Air is a key factor. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there, Ralph.
As soon as I take my brake off, I'm gonna start rolling. I don't know why it's doing it today. As soon as I take my brake off, I'm gonna start rolling.
On Statlew,
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there, Ralph.
Sheldon troubleshoots a mechanical issue in the bowels of the yarder.
Take that thing out of there. Our clutch is stuck in right now. I just gotta get in there.
A drop in the yarder's air pressure has jammed the clutch.
Yeah, my air is not stopping right on 45 and not going up anymore.
Okay, push on it. Yeah, you got an air leak down there. I can hear it.
Okay, that's what the problem is.
The airline came off that pushes the clutch out. You can see it right there. I just got to find the other end and hook it back in. Okay, give me a second.
Sheldon reconnects the airline, but the clutch is still jammed.
Ralph's gonna try disengaging it as I'm down there kicking that shaft to get the clutch free.
Okay, hit it.
The gears are off.
That's all there is to her.
Our yarder that we use, the undercarriage is an old Sherman tank carrier. That's one of the weakest links on the machine. Just because the parts are getting so hard to find, right? I do need things to go smoothly, but it doesn't happen all the time. That's just the part of this job.
Okay.
With the tower finally in position, the crew can start anchoring the yarder for the heavy work ahead.
The guy lines basically holds the tower up.
They need to find stumps strong enough to hold the 50-ton yarder in place.
We're looking for like a hemlock. It's got a deeper root system than a cedar.
The machine's gotta be secure for how heavy it is and for the logs we're yarding. If he's pulling hard and that guy line isn't a good guy line or isn't notched correctly, that machine can fall over.
Whenever you're ready. Got no voice left. I can't holler anymore. I had throat cancer last year. I'm only 72. That's too young to be dying. Going up.
We are logging a topside, which means we'll be yarding the logs downhill towards the yarder.
We'll start stringing up the hill.
The last step is running the tower lines up the hill and securing them to stumps.
I would explain the yarder as basically a clothesline in the simplest sense there. It goes back and forth, bringing stuff in and out.
Except young people now, they don't know what the hell a clothesline is.
It's a time-consuming setup. And after the delay with the clutch, the crew is already behind schedule.
Okay, you guys are gonna tight line it a little bit. I don't make the schedule, but very seldom we're done when we think we're gonna be, because variables happen.
But after 2 months on the sidelines, the crew is primed to get the job done.
It's roughly about 100 loads, so I'm hoping to do about 3 a day.
Okay, go ahead, Honor.
I don't really hope for the best, but hopefully you don't have that many breakdowns.
See if we can get something out of that.
On the west coast of Vancouver Island,
We're probably pushing for maybe a 15, 16,000 pound log. And it also allows us to access logs that we couldn't have got with the 61, just because of where they're laying.
with less than 24 hours to prep for the arrival of the air crane,
Okay, let's go.
the hill crews are relying on a substitute pilot to fly the Bell 206 support helicopter. 24-year-old Hannah.
So did you grow your whole life up in Gold River?
Yeah. In high school, I started working with the company that was there and did like some work experience program sort of thing. And I would just go watch the helicopters, and every so often I get to go for a flight. And I thought it was pretty cool. 4 years ago, I graduated flight school, and I've been working since.
When was your first rotor wing flight?
My first flight was 18.
Wow, you must be one of the youngest students that went there.
Yeah.
In the late 80s, I was in a helicopter crash, something you never forget, obviously. So whenever a pilot like Kurt goes on days off, we're always a little bit more intense about, okay, who's coming?
I've been flying 5 years, and I've only been on the coast. It's been challenging, windy, poor weather, all of it.
Hannah's first job at the Narrows is flying 2 fallers into a remote section of the block so they can prep more logs for the air crane.
I'm just here to get the guys on the hill so that the logs can come off the hill.
We've identified some logs over here that weren't picked up, so I'm putting 2 guys in here today. We don't know the condition of the helipad. So that's always a bit of a conundrum.
We'll just have to take a look.
We probably have over 50 helipads. And the helipads are critical because that's where the guys get on and off.
You got Griffin and Rob on board?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Standing by.
Work in environments like this, we have to be really cautious of what you're landing on.
Your eye field for St. Griffin, that's just information of where we're going.
Okay, is at the bottom? I see St. Griffin there.
Yeah, that's where we're trying to go.
Okay.
The pads are older, and they're just built with the lumber that was on the hillside.
There are pads behind us?
I see the pad right down there. It's pretty brushed in. We'll give it a closer look. Right there.
The pads, they're just 2 feet wider than the skids of the helicopter itself. And because they're old, you don't want to put all your weight down.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I see now, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see the pad right down there. It's pretty brushed in. We'll give it a closer look. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Back at the Narrows,
Oh, I see now, yeah.
Hannah prepares to set down on a postage stamp landing pad.
Work in environments like this, we have to be really cautious of what you're landing on.
If a pad is too small or unstable, the pilot can abort the landing.
She's willing to say, no, I'm not landing there. And that's important.
Right on. Yeah,
Thanks, Hannah.
have a good day, you guys. Hey, Dick.
Go for sec.
Hey, they're all good on the hill.
You got them in there with their gear?
Yeah, we're all good.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I'm glad that pad was okay then.
She's really efficient, also a great team player. She also brings that calm as well, and that's important.
I used to be a little bit nervous, but after working with so many different crews, it's great. I really enjoy it.
Hannah will continue flying members of the hill crew into targeted areas so they can prep logs for the air crane's arrival in less than 24 hours.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Everybody's in the clear?
Back at Statlu,
Have to see if Rolf lost his touch.
the yarder is operational, and the Peters crew is finally logging.
Going up again.
The process starts at the top of the hill.
We have 2 guys on the rig and the chokerman and the rig and slinger, Phil and Brennan.
But then you gotta drag it down.
Phil and Brennan traverse the terrain,
That's the back one?
Front one.
choking logs with steel cables that are attached to the yarder's main line.
You got him?
Should be good.
Phil's like a gazelle out there. If you can keep up with him, you're doing good, really good.
Like Phil here, he's 66, and I still myself can't even keep up to him.
One guy from Seabrook only lasted half a day with me, and I wasn't even running. He said, wait till I start running.
Phil's gonna dance and prance around and be there quicker than Brennan, who's been plowing through the brush 20 seconds behind him, sort of thing.
Go ahead.
Once Phil gives the all clear, Ralph yards the choked logs down the hill. Chasers Glenn and Ron wrangle the logs at the landing.
As the logs come in, the chaser will be undoing those logs. And then from there, the loaderman will be grabbing those logs laying them out to get processed.
Today, Sheldon's keeping watch at the top of the hill.
I'm making sure everything's running accordingly. I just keep an eye on everything.
Just as things are looking up,
Our skyline's saying it at the haulback ship.
The skyline's in the haulback. I gotta fix that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the haulback's burning on it.
the skyline slipped off its pulley and is caught in the haulback line's sheave.
A haulback going back and forth will rub it and cut the strands off.
Before we powered up the machine, we didn't notice that that skyline wasn't sitting in properly.
We'll get the loaderman to grab it. Slack your haulback down. We'll get Gord to grab it in the middle and flick it over. Grab it right in the middle there, Gord, yeah.
Try not to pinch that skyline if you can there, Gord. That's a brand new fire line.
The last thing we want is to be breaking any line. The price of lines are going up now. It's now $12,000. It's just crazy.
Gord will use his grapple to flip the skyline out of the haulback sheave.
Open.
Hope that don't fall off later.
I don't know what he's doing, but he ain't doing what I want him to do.
I'm gonna put it in the grapple.
But instead of grabbing the line with the grapple, Gord hooks the line with its teeth.
We should put it in the clamp that's gonna fall out when the tail line's up there. Watch your back.
Gotta put that in the grapple.
Loadermen that don't listen, they piss me off.
Try not to pinch that skyline if you can there, Gord. That's a brand new fire line.
On Statloop,
We should put it in the clamp that's gonna fall out when the tail line's up there. Watch your back.
the Peters crew attempts to untangle two of the yarder's tower lines.
Gotta put that in the grapple.
But they have different ideas about how to do it.
Well, that's what I wanted him to do, but that stupid won't listen. I want to pinch the line.
Sometimes you get the hillside politics.
Figures he knows it all. Well, he can come down here and fix something then.
They're set in their own way of doing things. Meanwhile, they're both trying to tell the loaderman how to do the job, but they're telling them two different ways, and then people are getting frustrated.
Undo it, Flynn. I need a little more slack.
Undo it!
Let her down! That'll rate everybody up. Notes around here.
Everything okay down there? Difficult Monday. Now, why don't you stay here and I'll let the brake off as he pulls it down.
Yeah, for sure.
Ralph slacks the skyline so Glenn and Ron can flip it out of the haulback sheave.
Yee. There, we got it.
Okay.
We won. Okay, Ralph.
Thank you.
We're logging now. I think everything will go a little smoother. Everything looks good up there now.
It's been a slow morning for the Peters crew. They've yet to yard enough logs for a single load.
That big. I need a saw for that, Joe.
Yep. We gotta cut this high stump. We have to cut it because the logs on the back end past this stump will always hang up.
I know, up, way higher than that. Put it up there and go around twice.
Sometimes when the logs keep hanging up on one stump, they'll get the power saw sent out and buck the stump off.
Yeah, I'll wait till Phil gets this stump bucked off here.
a simple fix. But victory is short-lived.
Yeah, big stump right in front of me. Now they're gonna lay right on it.
I guess he's fighting the stump and the landing too.
They're gonna build up there. That stump's a pain in the ass.
Want me to see if I can rip it apart?
Yeah, you're gonna have to knock those down for them,
Thank God.
Good man, Gordon. Way better now.
It's going to be an intense day because we got a lot of balls in the air here, but we should be able to move wood quickly. I'm optimistic.
What were you saying about this one here?
On Vancouver Island, the integrated crew does some final planning before the arrival of the S-64.
Got 4 solid days of flying here, so we got to get as much wood as we can in that time, because after that, the machine's gone. They're so in demand with other jobs and other things. We need to make the best use of those machines that we can to get our job done before they move on to the next one. While the helicopter's on site, you got to make hay. Priority is going to be 333.
Block 333 lies deep in the valley and contains some of the heaviest logs in the Narrows.
There's huge logs at the bottom of the block in a canyon where we just couldn't cut the log because it's laying over a bluff. Now we're gonna go revisit those logs, and we're stoked because we can pull every one of those logs out of that canyon.
We've got to be doing 130 cubes an hour, right? So we got to make the most of it, make sure he stays efficient.
Because you're paying by the minute, pretty much, or by the second, as the case may be.
Did you hear that noise? We just heard the crane arriving, so we'll walk up to the landing and greet the boys. The 64 is a purpose heavy-built helicopter U.S. military aircraft, and it is just freaking all horsepower, man.
Just gets people excited. I mean, it's one of the biggest helicopters around. I mean, it's just cool to be around.
It's not every day that you hire a machine, the most expensive, largest helicopter in the country, right?
That's what I said to the guys. It says, I've worked with the crane a lot, but I've never paid for it before.
Good morning.
Good to see you. It's been a while, hasn't it?
I worked with Bill and Mark years ago. It was so good to see him again because when I heard the crane was coming, I didn't know who the pilots were going to be. It was like a family reunion. It's great to see them.
So we're going to go up here the first cycle. Down to the bottom of this old block, there's just a big, huge jackpot of cedars jammed in there. So the fallers have done what they can. We're going to go up and start yarding that stuff out.
If you read the side of it, it says 20,000 pounds maximum external load. So that's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It does a good job.
As long as the weather holds,
Crane coming up.
the S-64 will fly logs off Block 333 for the rest of the day.
There's two right there. There's one to the right of it, going up and downhill. And he says there should be some down by that lower pad, close to the tree line, somewhere over your window.
Flying the S-64 requires 2 pilots.
There's one or two right below that lower pad.
The pilot in the left seat maneuvers the helicopter and controls the hydraulic grapple.
Doing the salvage cedar is like finding little gold nuggets all over the mountain. Right. Okay, dude, go get them.
While the pilot in the right seat navigates and monitors the flight
You see, that's a good pilot when he's already putting the turn down and turning the helicopter. We're just watching the first cycle here at the top end of our valley. Really impressed on how he's doing. It's been a good start. And I've forgotten totally how aggressive the crane is.
Windy out there. Are you holding up over there? I'm good.
The wind picks up in the valley.
Little bumpy back there. So rattly on the block because of the upslope. Not much better over here though. Take a pause where the cause ends, doesn't it? Yeah.
Wind. If it's a steady, mild breeze, no problem, but when it really gets gusty and swirls around the valleys and the steep cliffs, the helicopter really doesn't fly.
The upslope winds, the helicopter has a hard time with. It shakes and rattles and rolls.
Too hard to build. Head her on in then, dude.
It's totally the pilot's call. They've got their limitations and they shut it down when it's appropriate to shut down.
You could not say you know that we're down for wind right now.
The S-64 is grounded, bringing the job to a standstill.
We're not flying.
– 100 kilometers from the BC coast. The yarder's whistle signals the all clear.
The whistle is really important. That's how we communicate with Ralph.
This whistle punk communicates with the tower, and there's different patterns of whistles.
Beep is slow. Beep, beep, beep. Go ahead.
If you hear a long whistle, there's a hazard somewhere going on.
The whistle's acting up. I don't know what we got going on there.
I don't know why he doesn't turn it off.
Something's going on there, Ralph.
No, it's stuck on me. Try yours.
If we don't have communication with Ralph, you could slack the lines while we're under it. Catastrophe could happen.
It's hard being up here when there's something going on because I can't be down there to try helping them troubleshoot.
I'm thinking it's that spring pushed in. You just might have to stretch it out again. Okay, I'm gonna shut her down here.
Now, there's a spring in here. Better not go flying.
If that spring gets worn out, it doesn't move back and forth as fast, so that little magnet gets stuck on the whistle blowing end of things.
Come on, finger. Looks pretty clean in there now, though, with that.
It was pretty gummed up, Sheldon. I hope it's gonna work.
Okay, I'm gonna be firing it up here.
That's better.
Attaboy, Ralph. Now you got her fixed up and we're up and going again.
At the Narrows, the wind has died down and the S-64 is back in action.
Okay, here we go.
SIG is tagging the heaviest, most valuable wood in Block 333.
If there's one thing I would love to do with anyone who wonders what it's really like is to take them for a walk in these blocks. It is unbelievable what it's like. We call it walking, but you're never walking. You're literally climbing all the time and trying not to fall. It can be a tremendous amount of work just to get to the log.
I'll go down the steep part.
Coming at you there, Ziggy.
Right over the hill on the other side. Here comes the 64.
Waving my arms on a stump in this little clear cut.
12:30, 1 o'clock, 12:30, 12.
Start to top.
Nope, start right below me. So there's 2 to my left looking downhill. You'll see all the blue tags through here. There's about a 70-foot canyon right below us here that he's going to pull some turns out that are just absolutely cranked, jammed into the rock faces. That's a nice log for sure, absolutely. Beautiful. That's a good turn. You see how they dropped the grapple, closed it, and went. That's really fast.
Bill and Mark are making good time.
Challenge.
But a giant cedar is testing the S64's lift capacity.
Pilots can't exceed that load limit. So that becomes what we call an aborted log.
That was the max weight for the machine. That was the max weight for the machine.
In Block 333, a massive cedar tests the limit of the S64's lift capacity.
Now he literally flew to where that log is, tried to pick it up, couldn't pick it up, and then flew away with nothing.
It was definitely a money loser. That's part of the game.
But Sig isn't giving up.
I gotta go down there and buck 30,000 pounds probably. Okay, we gotta move.
Get an aborted log, it's just too heavy that the only alternative to get that log off the hill is to lighten it up.
Is he bucking? Yep, he's on it. Make him honest.
The only way to know if the log is light enough to fly
Okay, here we go. Here comes the big one.
is to make a second attempt.
It flew. That was amazing, that log.
Those logs in that canyon, we would never have gotten them except with the crane.
I've never seen a guy get as excited about finding logs and just being passionate about wood. You know, if that wood's out there, he tends to find it.
Despite the downtime, Sig and the crew have managed to get back on schedule.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Everybody working together. I love it.
I think part of what makes a really good logging pilot is you gotta love it. Just like it makes a good logger, you gotta love it.
But with the unpredictable weather in the Narrows and the ongoing wildfire crisis that's gripping the nation, things could change in an instant.
We're still always a little bit anxious, particularly because we just spent a small fortune getting the fuel in here, and then they could be called away. Everything is a risk when you're helicopter logging.
Go ahead, Otter.
Back at Statler,
Hello, Gordon.
the truck arrives to pick up the first load of logs.
Feels good to see the first logging truck coming in here. Now we got 109 more to go.
That's good, Gord.
We got our load, covered our wages, paid for our rig up. Yeah, so it was a really good day.
Feels good to be back, buddy.
Regular, normal.
All loggers, they feel pride when you get lots of wood. You feel like you accomplished something. Yeah, we're here for a purpose.
We'll rig up the yarder somewhere by that processor.
Okay.
It was a tough start, but so far, Sheldon's keeping the promise he made to his father.
Oh, yeah, he just said, just keep, yeah. Just to keep the company going and look after the guys, so. Let's go home. Perfect. I think about my dad quite often. The memory comes of him either doing something or just even his truck sitting here and then looking down and seeing it there with the puff of cigar coming out the window sort of thing, right? It's just, it's there.
All in the green, sir.
We can't do anything in places like this without helicopters.
Next time on Timber Titans.
One bang, bang. It's totally random. Oh boy.
You need to keep these helicopters flying.
There's a big hole in the road. It needs to be dealt with now.
Holy smokes. Wow.
We need to be working a minimum of 2 loads a day.
Whoa. Basically right up about 12 o'clock now.
On the west coast of Vancouver Island.
Coming to the right or to the left?
The heli logging crew from Integrated Operations is salvaging high-value cedar logs in the Narrows.
There's some right under the nose now that are jumping into the left tree line. Yeah, right under the grapple bit.
We're going into old blocks and picking up wood that's been down for anywhere from 5 years to 100 years.
Yeah, I got one.
These trees are lying on the ground in challenging positions. We can't do anything in places like this without helicopters.
Helicopters lift logs straight up in the air and straight down to the land. So there's absolutely no impact on the ground. It's just tremendously environmentally sensitive logging.
Fly the logs off the mountain. Integrated has contracted a Sikorsky S-64 air crane, piloted by Mark and Bill.
This one's got a couple minutes.
I think I worked with Mark and Bill first over 20 years ago.
Bacon? Bacon and French toast.
They're great to work with, and they work really well together.
You're over that one. There's 2 right there. There's one to the right of it, one up and down the hill.
They got the experience.
Keep it coming right.
They got the skill to grab and go and to make our operation super efficient.
Yippee. Woo. Look like professionals. Huh? Because you know, I love to change the world. I'll shut up and leave you alone. No, you won't. Yeah, you're probably right.
Everything about heli logging is maximizing efficiency. You need to keep these helicopters flying to get our job done before they move on to the next one.
And with only 4 days left before the S-64 is scheduled to leave for another job, success in the Narrows depends on finding the heaviest cedar logs they can fly.
We're also near the completion of the project, so we're looking for the last of the logs that we're going to salvage. So there's a massive one in the gully right here. There should be 2 side by side there. And then just if Les does a hunt around while you're bucking them, that'd be perfect.
Armed with their chainsaws, the hill crews are dispatched across the block to prep logs for flight.
Once the guys are on the ground, then becomes the process of bucking and ripping that we keep some nice wood flying off the hill and allows us to get that stuff to market.
With the hill crews hard at work, Sig and Les join Kurt in the 206 to hunt for more logs.
We're gonna go look for Easter eggs. Try to turn them into dollars in the bank account.
They're going deeper into the block.
Helicopter, Mike Echo Papa.
Searching areas they could have never considered logging before the arrival of the S64.
We do what's called a slow and low. But we find high slow and low over a previously harvested block looking for those logs. And when we see them, we usually use digital mapping and we'll mark them as we're flying over.
Like that windfall there, Les, I take that one. Right, there's a few here. There's 2 right there. You see them right there? Yep. We're gonna grab some of those for sure.
Some of those trees have been down a long time, and because of their cedar, they decay at a way different rate than everything else, and we're able to salvage some of that wood, and that's why we're there, because that's where the value is.
And on the right, wherever you can land up here.
If we find something that suggests we should land and get out and do the more detailed hunt, that's what we do.
All right, guys. You have a good day. You too.
This is an area that was harvested, we're guessing about 5 years ago, and we found a lot of trees that when the fallers fell on, they started to slide down the hill and they just kept going and going and going, and so they ended up in the bottom where the logging crew couldn't get at them. Because a lot of them are in places where we can't buck them. They're literally hanging over a bluff. But now that we've got the Sikorsky S64, we think we can pick them up.
But first, Sig and Les must locate the logs and tag them for the S64.
So you can get a sense of how nasty the canyon is there.
Hey, let's see where we're standing. Yep.
You go, yeah, it looks like about 150, 200 meters upstream from you.
I'll guarantee you there's runaway wood down into the creek there. Okay.
There's a tremendous amount of labor involved in finding these trees. You might only find, 10 logs in a big area. And other areas will find 20 or 30. So it's a lot of ground we're covering to get these salvage logs out of the forest.
Well, you do have to be a bit of an adrenaline junkie to work out here.
Pushing deeper into the block means fighting uncharted ground.
Yes, brutal conditions. Feels like you're dog paddling in barbed wire, hiking through this thick brush.
But it's the only way to get the biggest payloads before the S64 leaves for its next job.
Okay, where do we go from here?
Good to go. Okay, thanks, Ed.
2 hours north of Prince George. Does Joe Logging rallies the troops for the last push on the holder.
2 pickups clear here, 1. Bringing in these extra trucks kind of help us get everything cleaned up today. We want to make sure we get all this wood out of here. Looking at the forecast, we're getting warm weather within the next day or so. Yeah, it's a big deal. If we can't get all the loads out, then that's going to be a big expense. We're going to have to leave it until the weather allows us to come back to haul the wood out.
Along with the logs, Kevin needs to get the machines off the block before the road is too soft for the low beds.
Bill, you coming out with the processor?
I am 6 downloaded wide. Be one of the last ones to finish up for the season. Once we get all the equipment in for the mechanics to work on and get them ready for summer shift. Feels a little spongy right now. We need to take them in, get them all checked over, and see what we need to do for repairs.
Oh no! I go to take off, it starts rolling back. What, it won't lift it then? Doesn't seem to want to, no.
A loaded logging truck is stuck on the last hill out of the block.
I don't know if something's going on with the truck at 1 kilometer. You can't get up the hill. The sun is on it right now, so it's slimy. That's what it is, I bet you. Hey, we still got loaded trucks coming out behind us. We gotta get this road clear. There he is. Oh yeah, there's no getting by him, no. No, sir. Let's stop right here, kind of out of the way. He's hauling major weight, probably 75,000 gross. Got a coffee, Kevin? Yeah, let him know I'm coming with a skidder. Damn road's blocked. Half a dozen trucks back there waiting.
I feel the pressure when you want things to go smoothly, and if there's one little hiccup, sometimes it just messes everything up.
Yeah, the last thing we need right now.
I go to take off and start rolling back.
In northeastern British Columbia,
Got a coffee, Kevin?
a loaded logging truck can't make the steep climb up the muddy block road.
So when a truck's stuck, we can use whatever machine's available at that time to get them out.
Come around behind him and give him a push. He's got lots of tail hanging out that back end, eh? Yeah.
When something goes wrong, I'm not hollering and screaming at people. I'll go over and find out what happened or what needs to be done to try to solve the problem for all of us.
Okay, minute, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
We're just about to stop here, Kevin. Whenever you feel comfortable there, you can quit pushing and I'll let you by or take off. Yeah, no, I'll hold up here. I'll just wait and make sure everybody else is coming up through there.
Nothing to it.
With the road opened up, the haulers can get back to work.
Line low down one bridge. I gotta get rolling and get back up here so I can get another machine out. And we're gonna be very busy.
The road is a mess. I need things to run smoothly these last few days to get all the wood out.
300 kilometers northwest of the Holder.
I've been up here for 61 days straight, I think now.
Breakup is in full effect on Duzcho's second block, Tutati.
Road maintenance is a crucial key to the whole business. Keeping an eye out for washouts and stuff like that.
Jeremy is nearing the end of his first season as block supervisor.
I was hired to run a buncher. I seen the company, they needed a real supervisor, someone to lead. So I actually fought for the job.
Pick up at 5. There's no more trucks coming down, hey guys? Well, it's quiet, so no news is good news, I'm thinking.
Duzcho's trucks are done hauling for the day. So Jeremy is checking the condition of the road before the next round arrives.
What?
Here, must call 5 up or... I did, and I called 7 down.
No, we didn't hear a thing. Not a thing. Judging by the look on that guy's face, I wouldn't trust that he called down. Is there any other trucks up there, do you know?
Yep, there's one more. You should just be finishing loading on the way down to the hammer now.
Okay, thanks. Scary stuff sometimes. Can be.
Sorry about that, but I'm in a hurry to make it get done, so...
There you go. That's all right. We're all alive still, it's all good. Is See? He was in a hurry and said sorry. So, pretty much admitting guilt there for not calling. But that's how fast it can be over though, eh? One missed call, that's all it takes.
We take radio calls very serious on the logging roads or in the Rocky Mountain Trench, so they take a while to stop for sure. They ain't just stopping on no dime.
I made her. This is Shane. One of the best operators I got out here. All right, we'll see how mountain that road is.
See what she looks like.
Jeremy and Shane will prep the road for the next round of trucks, set to arrive in a couple of hours.
So in the entire block, this is the only spot that I foresee any trouble. It's right through here.
Oh, yeah. That road's draining right onto it. Yeah, you have to get the snow off of it.
Melting snow has transformed a 1 kilometer stretch of road into a massive mud pit.
Work your way back, maybe.
Yeah.
They'll get you to push with this, eh?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll run the cat, push snow back off the road into the ditch. He'll come back with the grader and smooth it.
Better judgment there, bud.
Pushing the snow back into the ditch will prevent it from melting onto the road.
This is only my second day on a grader. The last piece of heavy equipment for me to learn to run.
You're pro now.
Oh yeah, total pro. Road's looking pretty good now.
Right at the 11, there's a freaking sinkhole in the road.
No, no, no.
Right at the 11, there's a freaking sinkhole in the road.
On to Taddy.
I think things are going good. Something will blindside you. I just really want to get this block done, man.
With the next round of trucks set to arrive in a matter of hours, the block road is wasting away.
Yeah, there's a big hole in the road.
How big of a hole?
Garbage can lid.
Oh yeah?
5 feet deep.
Really?
And it's eroded underneath.
All right, let's roll, man.
It needs to be dealt with now. Otherwise, we're not hauling tonight. It's right in the middle of the road. You cannot miss it.
Are you sure?
Right here, yeah,
Oh,
stop
there
right
we
here.
go. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a pretty big hole right there, man.
Didn't even know it was there until the snow started melting. If you don't fix it, somebody's gonna get hurt first and foremost.
There's water flowing under this road here through a culvert. The culvert has failed. There's a hole in it. So now the road has fallen into the culvert. Not good.
The sinkhole needs to be repaired before the last loads of the winter season can be hauled off the block.
Hey, are you comfortable on tackling this on your own?
Oh yeah, no, I'll be fine. Got this neighbor up to me and no, everything's good.
Jeremy calls on veteran excavator operator Jared.
We know he's got the experience and he can handle it because we gotta move wood. Now's the time and we're running out of time.
Hard for an old guy like this to get down. Always got your steps full of mud. Okay, whoa. Whose hard hat is this? Oh my, if you'd have dropped a steering tire in there, yeah, would have been not so good. Anyway, I'm gonna go and dig. I'm just seeing how far the hole goes out, how wide it is. It's kind of like a dentist. You gotta keep going at the hole till you find out the edges. And then once you get the edges, then you can see how deep it is. Okay, looks like it was just this one spot.
Jared, close to 70 years old, still out there kicking ass. My generation's weak compared to the old boys, put it that way.
It's such a good thing that they found it today rather than tonight when the trucks are hauling. You have one wheel that drops in on the front. It brings the truck to a real stop. And if your logs don't stop, they just keep on coming, then you have a worse scenario. Good that we saw this, otherwise it would have been really bad. Usually I just go back and forth, pack it with the tracks, make sure that there's no big rocks sticking out or anything like that.
Every problem that comes up when you knock it down is a sense of relief.
Sig, are you still out here with...
Back on the coast, the hunt for high-value timber at the Narrows continues.
Yeah, I'm quite a ways down canyon now, but if you're down that side, there's nothing there, just feel free to jump across.
Yeah, so I'm down as far as your first banner here, and then I'll look on the other side when I get up top.
Yeah, just do regular checks if that's okay, just by yourself there.
That's a rotten hemlock and a real nice cedar. There are times where you'll walk for an hour and a half, see nothing.
Sometimes what we find is a whole bunch of really low value material on the hill that just we can't harvest. And other times we find what we call honey holes.
Oh, come take a look.
Yeah, that white log laying there.
That's one that would have just fell over the bluff. The crew at the grapple yarder couldn't have got it.
Where the honey holes are, we're most likely to find valued timber that was missed.
Oh yeah, baby. This is one we want. It was fell and left. So we're gonna grab it. Hello, S64, Bill or Mark?
Yeah, we copied.
When you're done up there, right at the very bottom of the canyon, there's one big one I'd like to grab.
Just got one more here and we'll come your way. Everything okay on the instrumentation there, Marco?
Yeah.
Something's banging on the right pedal.
Is it when you're putting right pedal in?
No. It's totally random. There it is again. It's going bang, bang.
On the line with it?
No, not at all. A little rumbly. Yeah, where there's definitely buzzing in it.
Okay, nice.
Let's take a boop. Hey Johnny, I'm getting a banging in the right pedal. It's on the left pedal. My feet are not on the brakes. It's just every now and then bang. I can feel quite a sharp rap in the right pedal.
Oh boy.
Bring her to take a look. See you in a minute.
Okay.
It could be a dry bearing, Johnny. Right there, right pedal only.
Back at the Narrows, a mysterious banging in the cockpit has grounded the S64.
Which bearing is it?
You know your pedal adjusters?
Yeah. Exactly what it was. Every time I would minutely move
I
the
just
pedals.
held it backwards and sprayed the
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah, okay. All right, good find.
A control rod attached to the back of the right foot pedal needed to be lubricated.
Just getting a little ground shoots, nothing serious, but nothing to go mayday about, but something to take a quick look at.
Starter, oil. 2 seconds up. Starter's gone. All in the green.
All in the green, sir.
Bill and Mark head over to meet Sig back at the honey hole.
I'll wave my hard hat for you, Bill, because I'm right above the turn. The turn's right above me on one side.
Okay, probably right-hand turn here. There they are there. See him on the road?
Yeah, I'm on the road.
The 64, it's just absolutely remarkable aircraft. They're literally jet engines that produce 9,000 horsepower turning those blades to lift those logs off the hill.
SIG has tagged a massive cedar for flight.
Just down on the tree line right directly below me.
Okay.
But you're kind of playing a bit of Russian roulette because it's too big for him to pick up. He won't pick it up. So you'd actually just probably cost you 3 minutes of helicopter time, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot when you're paying better than $12,000, $13,000 an hour for the machine.
I got blue paint on my side. Off your nose, straight off your nose now.
Challenge.
That's the thing. Lovely. How much weight you got there?
That is a bingo. That's the maxi?
Yeah.
Like a bingo? Beauty.
That's first prize. If you can get a bingo.
Big money if everyone was like that, eh?
Do you know on Sunday when you go to bingo at the church and you get a bingo? Well, and how excited you are? That's what a bingo is. We get a log that's just the perfect weight for the max of the helicopter, and we call that a bingo.
Wow.
Back on Tutati. The sinkhole repair was a success,
Yeah, we're finishing the block right now as we speak.
and the last round of trucks are making good time.
Got happy truck drivers, a happy loaderman, a happy supervisor. Yeah, it's all smiles from here on out now. I get to go see my family.
We're gonna wait for the next block now to finish the Tutati and just see what the future brings.
I'm out of here!
Jeremy's side done pretty well. They were able to get all their wood hauled in.
300 kilometers away.
Thank you for letting me come out.
Well, hey, appreciate it. Because any help, good help, right? Catch it a little bit.
Kevin watched the last loads leave the block after 5 months of winter logging on the Holder.
Okay, good to go.
I don't think that.
Feels good to watch the last load.
How many trucks are here? Still left? 2 or 3?
Looks like you got too many trucks there.
I guess so, guys.
With just enough logs for one more load, a hauler will have to leave empty.
No worries, man. I'll back up just a little bit.
It's a lot better having an extra truck instead of not having enough. Just so we don't have to make mess up where we got to come an extra day to get one load. Last grapple full right there. I think you're gonna have a perfect load, looks like it. If you put that on there, we're all set. Perfect load right there.
Everything's come full circle. You know, we spent weeks building this block up, and now we're tearing it all down.
With the last loads and machines headed down the hill, the final step is deactivating the block.
We're gonna do a total rehab of the whole road.
Okay. Get her done.
We need to take the bridges and culverts, shows all that.
Yeah, keep going.
Make it look like there wasn't any road there.
Oh. Yeah, that looks good.
With the summer logging season set to start in 4 weeks, the Does Joe crew will take some time off to recharge.
Everybody's ready to celebrate. It's been a long season, but we'll do what we need to do to get ready for the next one.
Nice up here, eh?
As the winter season winds down up north, 650 kilometers south.
Maybe you could swing this dry one here, I guess.
The Peters Contract logging crew is already a week into their summer season on Statlu.
You got enough there anyways, eh? Yeah.
The train in Statlu It's steep, we're high elevation, we're about 1,400 meters above sea level there.
The first section of the block is a topside, so they'll be pulling trees downhill towards the yarder.
Sheldon?
Yeah, go ahead, Ralph.
All these butt plugging sticking up in the air, something terrible.
He's worried about his deck piles just gonna get higher and higher and higher.
Logs are piling up on the landing
Here, let me jump in there.
because there's a problem with the loader.
Oh, there you go. It works when you play with it, but not in my job.
We're trying to figure out why his grapple ain't rotating. And I'm not much of a mechanic. We can manually make it turn, but his buttons ain't making it do it. So without it, like, he can still run it the way it is, but he's gonna have to beat the grapple around to get it where it wants, and it's just gonna slow him down. And then we got that logging truck coming too.
If the loader's down, they won't be able to clear the logs off the landing or get their second load to the mill.
We need to be working a minimum of 2 loads a day. Anything more than that is money in the bank. I've seen mechanics buggering around with this, so I'm just trying to do the same thing and see what happens.
Calling in a mechanic would mean losing another day of work.
If there's any chance I can fix it and keep us logging, lose 20 minutes rather than 6 hours, I'll do it.
Statlew is Sheldon's first job as the boss since taking over for his dad, Gary, who passed away 2 months ago.
We had this happen before, and I can't remember what he did to fix it, because I ran home to grab the manual, and by the time I got back, he had it fixed.
Sheldon was groomed to take over the family business from an early age.
I've been around this equipment since I've been a little kid. It's important to the company that I be versatile, just to keep us going in a pinch. I'm just gonna have a look under your seat, Gord, see if there's any broken wires or something. So we got a wire off right there.
What?
Hold on, Gord. I think I might have just got it.
What is it?
Well, on your hydraulic lockout, there's 3 wires that go into it. 1 wire was off.
Man. We're good.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go get my boots on and get ready to roll here. We had to get this fixed. It's not like I had a spare loader sitting there. This worked out good that it was just a simple wire off and we're good to go.
The loader's up and running, but the crew is way behind.
Now to try to get caught up on all this unprocessed wood here that we've fell behind on. Truck should be here next hour or so.
The logs need to be delimbed and cut to the mill specs.
We hand processed. So when logs come in, they're still full length. They got limbs on it. So Chaser with the power saw, he'll be bucking all the limbs off, using his bucking belt to tape out a spec.
41 feet right here.
And then after they're processed, they'll go into a deck pile. Logging truck will show up, and down the road to the mill they go. Yeah, so guys, now that we got the loader going, pressure's on to get things done.
Gives you a sense of the size of it, doesn't it?
At the Narrows.
I'll just trim up the end here a little bit, and you've got a nice, really nice, oversized Merch log.
Sig gets an up-close look at the bingo log he found in the honey hole.
I'm feeling pretty good about that one. They're not all like that, though.
That is just so awesome when you can find a really high value salvage log. And that definitely gives you a bit of juice for the hiking through the next piece of brush or crawling on your hands and knees to get to the next one.
Just clean the ends up and we'll get a good length.
Yeah, that's a beautiful log.
Just like selling a used car, you know, we want to make it look as clean as possible, get that old black look off of it.
Sig and Les calculate the weight of the log by using the diameter, length, and species.
Okay, so let's just use 1,200.
17,000 pounds.
It's big. It'd be funny if we're flying those all day long, eh? That's probably the biggest on this project so far. We could literally grab that whole log. And the previous logger might not have had the big machine, right? So it might not have been able to grab it that way.
The prized log could fetch up to $10,000 at market.
It's been pretty neat there with having the crane and finding those big puppies, and yeah, it's been pretty cool.
It's a dinosaur egg.
Yeah.
I keep coming back, bud. That'll work for me, man.
Back at Statloop.
Oh, here. Okay, sounds good. I'll piece one together for you.
After a grapple malfunction slowed production, the Peters crew was able to process enough wood to make their second load of the day.
It feels good. It's like, yeah, okay, well, we'll figure out how to do this, and when we do, then it's rewarding to everybody in a sense, right?
Oh! But the success is short-lived.
What's going on there?
Once again, Gord is struggling to control the grapple.
She's ran. Missed everywhere. You're good there, Brent. I gotta fix my grapple here.
Gord gets the second load onto the truck.
Shut her down!
But the loader's prognosis isn't good.
Motor and the grapple fell out. Supposed to sit up here and she's laying down here. Wear and tear. Hey, Sheldon! That motor and the grapple fell out! Happened just as I finished loading the truck. Got lucky there. Yeah, we're on a standstill.
Hey, Ralph.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll let you know once we get a better plan here.
Things were going so well.
Thought, hey, that's logging, right?
Inside the boom is a small motor that powers the grapple's open and close functions as well as the rotation.
Yeah, I got that one off, Sheldon.
Okay.
To access the motor, Sheldon and Gord need to loosen the hydraulic hoses that are attached to it.
Okay, let's get that one right out of there. I'm not a mechanic, but from the amount of times I've been around the mechanics working on these things, you get to know the ins and outs of the machines. Well, it's just broke. This was the culprit here. There's one on either side that holds the motor in place like so, but either these came loose and it fell through, or it's just worn these right out and dropped down. Yeah, it's frustrating. Very frustrating, actually. We're right at a standstill with this thing. We gotta kind of be as gentle as we can because there's O-rings in there, eh?
On Statloop, Sheldon and Glenn work out a plan to bush fix their 30-year-old loader.
Well, it's just gonna be one foul teardrop though, right?
Okay, yeah.
And this one I'm gonna go up so I could stay away from that one.
Okay.
Glenn will weld the broken plate that holds the grapple motor in position.
Well, the fun begins. Glenn's quite versatile in different areas. At one point when logging went downhill, Glenn picked up welding. So it's handy for me if something cracks or breaks.
good enough weld. Hopefully it'll last for a while.
Go with that?
Okay, sure.
The hydraulic hoses are reattached to the motor.
Such an awkward spot.
Gord fires up the loader to see if the weld holds.
Try to hold it closed a bit, Gord. Try opening, Gord.
We're not a big company. We're not sitting with millions in the bank or nothing like that, right? We need to be working steady, right? Or else nothing moves.
Yeah, keep rotating one way, Gord. Okay, other way. I think we got her.
Sounds good, man.
Thanks, Gord. Well, that's success.
With the loader up and running, Gord heads back to the landing to move logs.
Okay, I'm gonna get booted up. Hopefully Glenn's fix can keep us going for a while.
Sheldon will join the crew on the landing and help process wood for the next truck.
Son of a... Well, that didn't last very long.
What do you say?
That didn't last very long.
Did it fall? Oh, I can see an O-ring right there.
The weld didn't hold. Sheldon is running out of options.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing more damage right now.
Exactly it, man.
Not good.
I'm running the company since my dad passed. It's had its ups and downs. My dad was more straight to the point. We butted heads quite often. I was young, had my own ideas on things. Well, my dad, he knew how it was supposed to be done. Nowadays, I'll think about it in the way I would do it, then it would be, well, what would he want to do in this situation?
We tried to keep it going, but it's just progressively getting worse. So we're just gonna stop, get a mechanic. If we keep going, it could be a bigger problem.
Into the beach to get up in the water.
At the Narrows, the S64's power is paying off as loads of big logs are trucked down from the landing.
It's pretty amazing when you think about how much effort it was for each one of those individual logs to get from way up there to right down here. That's just so great to see after everything that's gone into this job, right?
We contain the wood with boom sticks so we don't lose it. We've got well over $1 million worth of logs in the water there.
Getting it down to the beach is one of many steps until it gets onto that log barge and finds its way to market there. Battle's not quite over yet.
A barge is scheduled to arrive in 3 days to transport the logs to Vancouver.
We're really crossing our fingers that everything's going to work out all right in the end.
Ready to roll?
Want to get to that next job as quick as we can.
Next time on Timber Titans.
We got a forest fire going. Worst case scenario, we get trapped in here.
We're just receiving the log barge here to start loading our wood.
Until we get this wood sold, we got no money back in.
Winds are blowing really hard today. The faster I can get that thing loaded and out of here, the better.
Get out of there, dude.